What's going on, diamonds and gents? This is Miss Trey That Gem, and you are listening to Gem Spot TV. What's going on, everybody? Just want to come in here and chime in on Mary Mary season 3 episode 6 recap. This will be quick as possible. Apologize that I'm not on camera, but I'm gonna try to get on camera later to do just some random talk and some stuff like that that's been going on in entertainment news and all that good stuff. So I will be on camera for that, so excuse now that I'm not gonna be. Again, if you all watch, I'm trying to move, so I got stuff everywhere, so I literally start back taping in like my kitchen area because I got stuff everywhere. So moving on from that, so let me go right on into what stuck out to me. Y'all know how we do it, and whatever I miss, y'all know, leave a comment down below and we can dialogue about it. So child, the ebony cover comes out, and Tina basically didn't go to Erica's children baby christening because Teddy tells her it's more to the story than what she knows and thinks, and it's not just one affair or two affairs, it's multiple affairs, so it's more. So basically she finds out the information, and of course y'all know the funk probably hit the fan, so she didn't really want to be around people after that happened. So Erica feeling some kind of way because Erica didn't know. After the baby christening, she goes over to Tina's house to kind of holler at her like, you know what, I'm mad at you. You know, you didn't come to the baby christening. I ain't never missed none of your children events, stuff like that. And Tina was like, well, let me help you. First of all, it's more to the story, and the ebony cover is coming out, and I don't think I really want to forgive him, you know what I'm saying, what he did. And she was like, what are you talking about? You knew about the affair, because in Erica's mind, she only know about the affair. And Tina like, no, it's more to the story. He had multiple affairs. And that's when Erica was like, oh my God, here we go again with the booty chatter. He got more affairs than what he even spoke about. And so they get on the phone with the publicist, because you know now they got to do basically rumor control. Not really rumor control, but they got to do basically that. They got to do damage control. And so they get on the phone with their publicist, and then Erica was telling Tina like, you do realize Mitch don't even know about this, so you know the funk gonna hit the fan there. And then Tina, man, she don't care who, you know, who knew or who didn't know. Moving on. So, you know, they got to go to Chicago, and Tina kind of feeling down in her spurt and everything, and she really don't want to go to Chicago. So she was like, but I gotta honor my commitment. So they go to Chicago, and Tina, you know, is locked up in her hotel room. And Erica like, well, I guess I could do the radio interview, but you most definitely gotta show up for Windy City, because I can't do TV by myself. So y'all know my boy Pastor John had an Inspiration 1390. He is so funny. But anyway, child, they go on Pastor John Hannah show, and anybody that live in Chicago know how he get down. He gonna blast you. He just don't care. That's just how he get down. So he's sitting in the interview, and Mitch shows up and Erica shows up, but there's no Tina. So he don't say nothing until he get on air, because he like, I want to handle this on air. So he get on air, he said, I have a Mary here, like, you know, where's Tina? She just gonna diss my interview. I'm Pastor John, just gonna diss my interview. And so he asked about the ebony stuff, and you know, Erica answered to the best of her ability. And she was like, what, one Mary ain't enough? And he was like, no, she need to get it together. It's supposed to be both of y'all, you know what I'm saying, because she made a commitment to come on my show, you know, give me the courtesy of showing up. Well, needless to say, you know, they finished the interview. Mitch was there. He helped with the interview. And Mitch kind of, you know, encouraged Erica, like, you know, you did the best that you knew how to do with the situation, because it's not your fault that it happened, you know, and you did what you could. So Erica talking to Warren, like her husband, like, man, babe, you know, telling him about, you know, how Tina feeling, and backtrack. she found out that Warren knew about Teddy's affair, multiple affairs, and Eric was like, whoa, you ain't even tell me. And Warren was like, well, you know, in his head was like, well, I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want you to go run and tell Tina. I wanted my brother to tell his wife himself. And I understand that to a point, and then I understand where Eric come from too. Like, you had me blindsided. I would have knew why she didn't come. I wouldn't have been so mad at her, you know. But anyway, so Warren tell her, like, well, you can't really have the burden of what's going on with Tina on your shoulders. You know, you got to kind of help her move past everything. And so she was like, well, I'm going to call my mom. And so Honey get on a plane, come to Chicago. They're talking. Erica breaks down. She's crying at Windy City Live in the green room. And they get out and they ask her about, you know, the Ebony stuff. And she said, well, you know, how do you handle it? And she said, prayer. That was the first time I heard prayer because, baby, y'all need to pray. This is a situation where you most definitely got to pray. It's children involved. I understand how you feeling. I done been there. So it's children involved, and you really gotta pray, honey. You gotta pray. And so moving on, so they do the performance and everything. And so anyway, it just looks like that Tina is about to really put Mr. Teddy out for a while. Like, man, I need my space. And you gotta understand that. Then Teddy gonna call what's her face, Erica, to check on Tina, cause the separation, you know, is scary to me. Bro, man, please, from the 5th floor, please. Yeah, the separation is always scary because in your mind you finally get the repercussion of your actions. And a lot of times it's sad to say cheat, whether it's male or female. You never think of the actions, how people will respond to what happens to what it is you do. You know what I'm saying? And so when people don't realize that it's repercussionaries to your actions, you don't really, you know, you don't make certain mistakes in your life, and you realize, listen, this is gonna cause my baby some problem if I do X, Y, and Z, or this is gonna cause my man, you know, some problems. So a lot of people, you know, they in it, and they don't really think about it. And you know, I think that her putting him out for a while to get her space, I don't have no problems with it. I mean, you know, hey, you do what you gotta do, Miss Lady, because that's you going through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna say, oh, stay apart, don't forgive them. I mean, but you never know. This space between the two of them may really help, you know, the relationship. Because right now, she's kind of like second guessing the woman that she is. She's second guessing who she is. And a lot of times when you second guess who you are, what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish, who you are as a person or a woman, you don't need to be around what makes you question that, if that makes sense. And I think that that's what the problem is right now. She's around somebody that makes her question the woman that she is, the decisions that she's making as the woman that she is, and feeling the way she feels. She's like she's really between a rock and a hard place when it comes to her marriage, her family, and how to make this unit work. And so I really think that, you know, the decisions that she's making right now, kudos to your decision, sister, because can't nobody say nothing until they walk the mile in your shoes. And sometimes they need to walk 2 and 3 to really get the magnitude of what you're going through. You know what I mean? And a lot of people ain't gonna get that because they not going through what you're going through. And I don't know about any other woman out there, but you got to really understand something. When you and I know it's some women out here that just really truly don't want to be transparent with the infidelity that they experience in their marriage. Some people, are sad to say, they publicize it and they live and they get famous off of it. That's neither here nor there. But if you honest with what you feel, how you felt, the magnitude of what you felt, can nobody deny what you felt or tell you how to feel. Once you feel it in that moment, you will begin to learn how to live past what happens in your life and what happens to you. And that's across the board with any thing that happens. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you've been faithful and all of that. So diamonds, this has been your diamond sister, Miss Trade at Gym, bringing you Mary season 3 episode 6 recap. You are the toughest material on the earth, ladies, and there's none like you. Jits, you're no longer boys when you watch this channel. And to all my darlings, appreciate you babies. Have joy, love, and be empowered in the 2014. My diamonds and my darlings, you be blessed.